Welcome, I'm Kenneth, Tengujutsu Master and Mystic Ninja. So today I'm just going to talk about a few things. I hope you're all doing well. I want to start with contradictions in the Bible. As I've said in one of my videos, there is no contradictions in the Bible, just a lack of understanding, a misinterpretation, a disconnection with precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Working with spirit, you will put the connections together, all right? But there is no contradictions. For example, there is actually two verses in the Bible. One that says, do not tattoo yourself, your body. And there's another verse that actually says to, if you go into the translation, it's basically saying the same, but it says to tattoo your body, all right? Now, I didn't know these verses, and it does sound like there's a contradiction. Don't tattoo your body, you can tattoo your body. Sounds like a contradiction. Now, when I was doing my tattooing, practicing to become a tattoo artist, excuse me, excuse me, do apologise. I was doing a lot of research. Like I said, I was studying day and night from my awakening in 2011, and I did not waste my time. Any moment I had, I was reading some spiritual texts, ancient texts, listening to a presentation, listening to a talk from a guru or a mystic, etc. Okay. And when I was doing my research, I come across many symbols. And not only that, I was seeing these numbers like 1111, 1010, 222, 1441. Okay, and I was actually seeing sacred geometry and symbols in my environment that kept presenting themselves. And so I would learn about these symbols and their meaning, and I would actually tattoo them on me. Now, there were symbols I come across I didn't want to tattoo on myself, or was unsure whether to tattoo them on myself, because there's this stigma with the Illuminati, secret societies, where they're using these symbols and numbers. And I was in my kitchen, and Spirit said to me, I want you to put them symbols on you, okay? Do you not think that the enemy would use my gifts? That they would find the secrets and use them? But they've misused them. I want you to take back what they've taken from me. Put these symbols on you. So I started tattooing all these ancient symbols. And yes, there is some symbols that the Freemasons or the Illuminati, there's lots of factions out there and secret societies. But I was only putting symbols on me after I went through a certain process, or they kept presenting themselves. Then I put it down and then tattoo it on me. But I did realise I had to go through certain processes, atonements, then the presentation of the symbol will come up, then I put it on me. All right. The contradiction with tattoos is, when it says not to tattoo yourself, your body, it's talking about tattooing yourself with all idols, the things of the world. Okay, tattooing images and symbols in association with the world, all the gods and idols and graven images. But if you're going to put on your body the name of God, his sacred geometry, his commandments, the things it gives you, then is more than happy for you to tattoo your body. And he was telling me, put these symbols and signs on your body. So it's not a contradiction. He's just telling you, you either do everything with me, in me, or you do things of the world in which you will be against me. All right? That's the big difference. That's where the contradiction, people seem to say, I seem to see there's a contradiction, but it's not. Okay, sorry, I went all over the place there. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, 2 verses. Don't tattoo your body. You can tattoo your body. Don't tattoo your body if it's in association with the things of the world. If it's in spirit and your love towards the Lord and truth and light, by all means, tattoo your body. Okay, in remembrance, worship, and respect. All right, I hope I got that across clear. Next, I'm going to be talking about the great book. When I was studying day and night, I was receiving wonderful material. Great teachers from Emmett Fox, Leanne D. Waters, Dr. Wayne Dwyer, Neville Goddard. I was studying the Master Key. There's a whole array of books I was studying, especially the beginning. When I read the book The Alchemist, The Secret. One day I was in town and I was looking at the spiritual magazines, and as I put one back, something slipped out on the floor, and the title was Unlock the Secret, or Unlock something. I can't remember exactly what was on this flyer, but it had this link to an audio online. So I took it home and I listened to this audio, and on this audio, it was a meeting between these kings and priests and princesses and people in high positions of royalty and incumbent with governments, etc. And you could hear them, they paid big money to be in this meeting. And they were talking about books that I was actually reading. But this lecturer was saying, the bloke giving this presentation to all these kings and princes and people in power, he was saying that there is some books in people's libraries that are hidden, they're secret, very powerful books. Well, I want these books. I got to get these books. You know, I would love to know what knowledge is on them books. But then I was thinking about it, and I said to Spirit, I want the book, the greatest book. I want the book that holds the greatest of secrets and wisdom, Spirit. And this is what I was saying to myself. I want the book. Well, the book did come to me, but I pushed it away. And it's funny. I won't tell you what the book is just yet. I think you can already guess. I went out to get some ninja pictures in the woods. Me and my son. He wanted to come with me. He was bored, and we were in the woods. And remember, this is during a period I'm waiting for the great book. And I couldn't believe what I saw in the woods. As I was setting up to take pictures, a load of Jewish men come into the woods. Now, this was at Harley's Monument in Dorset, Weymouth. It's in the middle of nowhere in these woods, and I'm trying to take ninja pictures for my work. And out of nowhere, these Jewish people, these rabbis, load of them, come walking down the path, the little dirt path in the woods. And they come over to me and questioned me what I was doing, and I was trying to explain to them, but in my head, I'm just blown away. Why are you here? You know, it was just mind blowing. I was like, what? Anyway, after that, I get home and the book comes to me again, and I stick it in a drawer. I push it away. I go out to the woods again, and I don't know why. It's like Spirit said, go to the woods. And I went to the woods. I was on my own. And the atmosphere changed. It become the atmosphere become very aberrant in a kind of still and mystical. I can't explain it. Everything just becomes silent, and there was this light that kind of lit up an area of the woods where there's 4-leaf clovers everywhere. And I got a story about that too. But when I'd seen this area lit up, I didn't know it was 4-leaf clovers. I walked over to it and I'd seen it as all 4-leaf clovers, which blew my mind. I'll elaborate more on the 4-leaf clover mystical experience I had in another video. But anyway, as I was looking over this lit up area by the sun that just shined right through on this area on 4-leaf clovers, I look in distance and I could see a staff. This, excuse me. This, you'll see it in my pictures. On the floor, yes, this is real. This is true. This staff, literally, like it was illuminated. The area was illuminated in the distance, and I could just see this was bright on the forest floor. I'm so grateful. I went over, I picked it up, and I was like, no way. There's no way. A staff ready to receive God's wisdom and knowledge. If you look carefully, it's literally covered with 10 Commandments. Most of these symbols and writings you'll see on my body in tattoos. There you go. Right? And it did have two, like a fork, but I cut them off like the horns of a bull, because me and the Father, that through the marriage of the bride and bridegroom, we become one flesh. So the staff, it's to do with wisdom and knowledge for protection and your power to overcome the devil, the dragon, the scorpion. It was there's more to the stuff, but I'll talk about that another time. It's obvious that the book that Father was trying to reveal to me, the greatest book in the world, so misunderstood by everyone, was the Bible. Okay? The Bible truly is the greatest book in the world, but if you know where we live, is it not obvious that it's going to be used wrongly? Okay? The Bible is true, but it's deeper. And there's 2 Bibles in it. One that for the masses, and one that God gives to his children and shows them how to read it properly through the Holy Spirit. All right? the greatest book in the world is the Bible, but you need to pick it up with spirit and let him show you the truth that's in it. Don't go to your churches or your pastors. Don't go asking anyone else. When I realized that the Bible holds the greatest of mysteries, and this is why all the great spiritual mystics and teachers that I was receiving kept mentioning the Bible, I kept thinking to myself, why do they keep referring to the Bible? Why do they keep using the verses from it? Is that not religion? Neville Goddard, which I am so grateful for. I love Neville Goddard. He totally translated that Bible completely opposite to the religion narratives and indoctrination. He was a great teacher to me. He was known as the American Mystic. I'm going to share something with you now before I go. Seek wisdom. Look in the Bible. Pick it up and read it. All right? What time are we getting on? Okay, we're not doing too bad. I want to share something with you before I go. In the Secret Gospels of Thomas, and yes, you can read Apocrypha and the Book of Enoch, Spirit, he urges you to go and use different platforms, to use different books and sources for great revelation. Okay, a lot of people, to the pure, all things are pure. Okay, God's truth is everywhere. It's hidden in movies and music videos, in your environment. He uses many different teachers and platforms to get his message and truth across. Don't fear looking into other books and materials and sources, okay? In fact, if you don't, you're going to miss out on a lot. Okay, so in the Secret Gospels of Thomas, there's this passage. And let me just... In fact, this is a good time for me to readdress what I said in one of my previous slides. That video, sorry. Listen to this. Jesus said, let him who seeks continue seeking until he finds. When he finds, he will become troubled. Oh yes, you're going to be troubled. Disturbed. Okay? When he becomes troubled, he will become astonished. You will marvel. It's genius. It's absolutely incredible, this experience. Yes, I've been in despair. I've been broken, tear to pieces, and it's been my whole life a kind of a nightmare journey, but I am so grateful, and I marvel with the knowledge that I'm receiving and looking back over my life. It's absolutely incredible. Anyway, then it says, and he will rule over the all. Okay, you're going to take control over your cubic reality. And with the Father, your builder, the potter, the gardener, the angel of the Lord, you're going to create your heavenly eternal home. Okay, and you will be able to rule over your life. People think they're ruling over their lives. Far from it. You're just prisoners. They're asleep. And it's like robots keeping robots in check. A lot of people like to think they have free will, but you're in shield. You're a prisoner. You do everything the world or someone tells you to do. You know, who told you to do the things you're doing? You'll see that this world binds all these chains around you. It's horrible. Anyway, in the Secret Gospels of Thomas, there's this passage I'm going to share with you because Father revealed to me the secret of it. Thomas, and he took him and withdrew and told him three things. Sorry, Thomas was with three men, three apostles or followers, I can't remember now. And he's going to reveal, let me start again. Listen to this. And he took him and withdrew and told him three things. When Thomas returned to his companions, that's it, companions. I told you I could get a bit over the place sometimes. Companions. I'm not going to redo this, I can tell you. So Jesus takes Thomas from his companions and he tells them 3 things. There you go. That's what I want to get across. And then Thomas returns back to his companions and they asked him, "What did Jesus say to you?" Thomas said to them, "If I tell you one of the things which he told me, you will pick up stones and throw them at me, and a fire will come out of the stones and will burn you up." That's in the Secret Gospels of Thomas. So what are these 3 things? Well, God revealed them to me. And I'm so grateful and I'm so humble. And I want to share this with you now before I go, okay? Because I don't want this to be too long. Let me share these verses before I tell you these 3 things that Jesus told Thomas. In Psalms 82:6, I say, "You are gods. You are all children of the Most High." In 1 John 4:4, you are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Okay, you are of God. In Psalms 82:1, God standeth in the congregation, okay, of the mighty. That's us. He judgeth among, which is in, the gods. All right. Romans 8:19, for creation waits in eager expectation for the revelations of the sons of God. You are a son of God. All right. 3 things. What did Jesus say to Thomas? He said to Thomas, "I am God." Then he said, "You are God." The 3rd thing he said, "We are all God." That's from the Secret Gospels of Thomas. Please go get wisdom and get knowledge. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I'm sorry there's been moments I've been a bit all over the place in this one. It's hard because I'm trying to be careful what I say. I'm trying to keep these videos short. I've only recently just jumped on here and started filming. You know, this is not something I do. I did filming many years ago. It's been a long time and I've just been having my head in the books. So to get back on here and start sharing this, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to share it anyway. All right. I'm Kenneth Andre. Thank you for watching. The Mystic Ninja. Blessings, God bless. I wish you all the best.